Les interviews du doc, c'est maintenant sur Vinyl Time.
Et ben voilà les amis, c'était un premier extrait donc de l'album de Gabrielle, et Gabrielle en français, devait les amis, cet extrait de I Am the Hammer, le premier titre de ce nouvel album, The Sky is Falling. Gabrielle va nous parler bien sûr dans un instant du travail avec Tommy Denander, avec Bruce Mee et puis avec toutes les personnes qui sont autour d'elle. Mais tout de suite, on va demander si Gabrielle va bien. Hello Gabrielle, thank you so much for accepting my invitation.
Hello, how are you?
It's a great,
Thank
great,
you for
great.
inviting me.
It's a great pleasure to speak about your music. Wow.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy, and thank you so much for inviting me to this interview.
Gabrielle.
Which is my first interview in France ever, I think. I mean, on the radio. Live.
Voilà les amis, vous l'avez compris, moi je suis très content d'ouvrir effectivement cette page avec Gabrielle et Deval. Et puis c'est la première interview dans une radio en France, c'est pour Vinyl Time, c'est pour vous les amis. Si vous avez des questions pour Gabrielle, mettez-les dans le chat Facebook, je me ferai un plaisir de lui transmettre tout de suite. Hey Gabrielle, thank you so much again for your time this afternoon. What a good story, these two albums, because the first one was brilliant, Kiss in the Dragon Night, but the second
Thank
one,
you.
I Am the Hammer. But I'm not sure you are really a hammer, huh?
Well,
it's coming.
I'm a hammer.
It's coming with.
I'm a hammer when I need to be.
It's coming with one of my big friends, Tommy Denander again.
Yes.
So, Gabrielle, what is your feeling after this release was coming in 27th of June on Pride and Joe? After so many reviews, so many works, so many single share, now everybody knows the story. You have 14 new songs, and I think you are really, really, really enjoy it, this new release. What is your feeling right now after a couple of days of opening some new singers, new songs, and so on the world?
Yes, well, my feeling is fine. I mean, I'm really happy with this album. I mean, when we did Kiss in the Dragon Night, it was totally different because we chose some songs I had done 10 years before we recorded this album. So we took them from a previous album I did called Back with my band, The Val, my previous band. And we also took some songs from Steve Overland, he had written, and new songs, I mean, not versions, songs he had written for this album, for Kiss in the Dragon Night, and a song from James Christian. So there was a lot of, I mean, I loved this album. I enjoyed a lot. I went to Sweden to record it with Fredrik Folkare and Khalil Turk, who's the producer, and I enjoyed a lot. But this album, I Am the Hammer, is totally different. It's a totally different experience for me, because I wrote a bunch of new songs, totally new songs. There are no versions. There are no songs I had written for another album previously. And there are no songs written by other authors that, well, there are two of them, but I was also involved in them. So it's absolutely different. And I loved it because I could tell you that I have done what I wanted to do, exactly what I wanted to do. I've been writing songs together with Bruce Mee for some time, since we finished with Kiss in the Dragon Night till we started with I Am the Hammer. We had been writing songs together. He did the lyrics and I did the melodies. And then came Tommy, who did all the music around. I mean, everything except melodies and lyrics. So I felt this album as totally mine in this sense, totally new, totally mine, no versions, no duets either, because I had many wonderful duets on Kiss in the Dragon Night. So as I had 5 duets on that album. I wanted to have no duets in this one. It was like saying, that's why we called it, partially why we called it I Am the Hammer, because it's like, well, this is me, here I am, and I can do it totally alone, almost, even though working with Tommy and with Bruce is not exactly working alone, quite the opposite. but I enjoyed. So I was a bit like, well, scary in a certain sense to say, well, I don't know if people are going to like this because it's totally different. But yes, people are loving the album. Of course, you never expect everyone to love your album, but most people, I think, are loving the album, and I'm so happy for that. And I love the fact that they love the songwriting as well, because it's so important for me, even more than the singing. I'm really happy. The feelings are really, really positive.
Bah voilà, vous l'avez compris les amis. Alors je vais essayer de vous traduire tout ça. Donc on va garder juste les mots de la fin de Gabrielle. C'est effectivement, elle est très contente, le feeling est très bien parce que le travail entre Tommy et Bruce, c'est une chose. Et effectivement, elle voulait, vous l'avez compris, quelque chose qui soit de nouveau. Pas un album comme celui d'avant où c'était le Kiss in a Dragon Night pour refaire un petit peu l'histoire. C'était une pioche un petit peu de différents titres qu'elle avait créés il y a 10 ans. Et puis il y avait beaucoup d'invités. On parle de Steel Overland, il y avait Lee Small, Robin McCauley, Mark Bowles, Steve Morris, voilà, Tommy Denander qui était déjà là. Il y avait des gens comme Eric Ragno, Steve Mann, Nick Follett, voilà, il y avait plein de gens qui ont travaillé avec elle sur ce premier album qui était la suite d'une histoire de la vie de Gabrielle avant, et il y avait plein d'effectivement de morceaux où elle est en duo. Vous pouvez réécouter cet album, il passe de temps en temps sur Vinyl Time. Donc le projet en 2023 c'était de revenir avec quelque chose d'un peu plus frais, avec plein de gens qui venaient la soutenir, lancer l'histoire, mais avec I Am the Hammer. Et ben effectivement elle voulait absolument quelque chose qui soit écrit entre elle, Tommy Denander, Bruce, qui soit quelque chose qui soit purement du nouveau, du frais, des nouveaux titres. Et c'est pour ça qu'elle est très contente aussi d'avoir réussi à réaliser cet album en 2025, d'écrire des nouveaux titres, d'avoir Tommy Denander bien sûr, qu'on ne présente plus, qui l'a aidé, qui a écrit tous ces titres, et de donner quelque chose de franchement excellent dans l'approche. Et comme elle le dit maintenant, que le disque est sorti, les retours sont plutôt positifs et elle est très contente. Et Gabrielle, what a long story, because in 2020 we're coming with this Kiss in a Dragon Night. We have to wait 2 years to have a new one, and I know that was a little bit crazy because normally it's not so long, but you have so many issues with producing and so on, that a lot of people have to wait 2 years. What is happening, in fact? Huh?
Well, not exactly, because in the middle we did Tiger, which is not a solo album. So yes, you have to wait 2 years to have a solo album, but we did Tiger in between, which is like a compilation of songs that I have sung for Tiger. Different songs. Some are from my second album with my previous band, with the Ball. Another one is a song that Doro Pesch had sung for Circle of Friends. And well, there's quite a big mixture there. And there are also other singers, other vocalists singing wonderful songs. Like, for example, Mick Devine, singing a version, the one and only, and he sings it wonderfully. And Robin McCauley singing an original song, which is quite Celtic. So it's like a compilation of different things. And all of these songs have a certain, how could I say that, link with me. It was because I wrote the song, but someone else is singing it, like Steve Overland singing Pay for the Lonely Nights, yes. Or songs that, there are also songs that I had recorded for Kiss in the Dragon Night, but we did not have space enough because Khalil didn't want to record so many, to have so many songs on the album, so we put them on Tiger. So it's like something in between. But yes, as a solo album, this is the second one. And not the last one.
Voilà, vous l'avez compris. Alors, on a quand même une petite info. Gabrielle vient de dire que ce sera pas le dernier. Hein. Donc, si c'est pas le dernier, on va suivre ça avec beaucoup d'attention. Et oui, effectivement, on a dû attendre 2 ans parce qu'il y a des petits soucis, effectivement, de sortie entre les 2 albums. Et puis, comme elle le dit, il y a quand même une chance d'avoir pu travailler et de chanter avec des gens comme Steve Overland. Elle a écrit des titres qui sont chantés par Mac Devine. Voilà, il y a tellement de bonnes choses sur ce temps que effectivement ça paraît un petit peu long. Mais voilà, le nouvel album est là. Et puis quand on a quelqu'un qui a la chance de chanter avec Robin McCauley, moi je dis bravo. Hein. By the way, Gabrielle, it's a new chapter, I would like to say, with this I Am the Hammer. Do we have a chance to plan some gigs somewhere? Because it would be great to listen your song, your voice with Tommy and maybe a band around. I know that it's really difficult right now, but do you plan some gig live during this months coming? Because it would be so great to listen you somewhere.
Sure, of course. We are now playing now next Saturday we start playing in Alicante in southeast of Spain. And we are playing there at a festival with two very, 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 very famous Spanish bands. And then in September, October, not sure yet, we are presenting the new album in Madrid. Officially, and then we will start arranging concerts. With the previous album, I went to play to the UK several times. Yeah. I think I had 3 gigs there.
With the Firefest, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yes, Firefest was one
in
of
Manchester,
them.
yeah.
Tower of Fire, yes, is the other one. And in Birmingham at the KK Steel Mill.
Yeah.
Was another one, together with Kingdom of Madness, who are all musicians, not all, but almost all of them are musicians who had been with Magnum. And we also did a tour in Spain and Barcelona, in Vitoria, of course, Madrid several times. And this time, I would really love to get to France. But not only because, yes, but of course, I would like to go to Germany because I'm half Spaniard and half German, even though I was made in France, really in Paris, yes. Because my parents were always traveling from Madrid to Germany, so it had to happen. France is a very big country, so somewhere in between, that was me. So the fact is that I would love to play in France because it's the first time I realize that I have people who listen to my music in France, not 1 or 2, but many more. Thanks to you, for example, or to some websites, very great websites. And I'm really surprised because I've never played in France, but I really swear, I promise, that my next aim is playing in Germany and in France, of course. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but I will find out. I mean, I'm sure there must be some festivals in France as well, or maybe venues, not too big venues, normal venues, or I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't even know if I can do it electric with a complete band, or if I would have to do it acoustic, a bit smaller, with a guitarist maybe, getting there with my guitarist or my guitarist and my bassist, or who knows. But I promise that I'm going to try to play in France because it would be very, very important for me.
Bah voilà, vous l'avez compris, on va essayer de parler, peut-être qu'on réussira avec quelques personnes qui font des concerts. De faire venir Gabrielle, ça sera super. En tout cas, on a plein de contacts. Voilà, vous l'avez compris, elle est super contente. Donc elle a dit qu'elle a quelques concerts à Alicante, à Madrid bien sûr, et puis elle aimerait tant tourner entre l'Allemagne et la France bien sûr, puisque en Allemagne on connaît tous nos amis allemands qui nous écoutent et on sait qu'il y a beaucoup de gens qui écoutent la musique. Et puis elle est très surprise qu'il y ait beaucoup de Français qui découvrent sa musique. Elle pensait qu'elle avait peut-être 1 ou 2 fans, mais non, elle en a beaucoup plus. Il y a beaucoup de gens qui sont revenus vers elle. Et puis nous, on va faire le maximum pour qu'elle puisse venir. Et elle promet de venir en France. Maybe I'm not promising anymore, but I think if I have an opportunity, I can give your name for some booker in France Gabrielle, it would be so great. I have a lot of people in my hand, so maybe I can share your contact, and maybe you can play somewhere between Spain and Germany when you're touring or something like that. So maybe.
That would be great. That would be great. You know, organizing something, France, Germany, and back, and then next time again to the UK. Yes, that would be awesome. That would be really great. And I really appreciate your help if you give me that name so that I can get in touch with someone who could help me to get there.
Maybe we can. Another question, Gabrielle, about this new record, I Am the Hammer. What is the most difficult when we have to create this new album to work? It is to work with Tommy, it is to work with Bruce to find the best melody, the best songs. Or maybe it is just you have a lot of lyrics, but you don't know what we can put on around the music behind. What is the most difficult for you right now? Because you play a lot. You're playing since a long time right now. So do you keep some tips with the different venue, different bands that you share on stage? What is the most difficult for this I Am the Hammer?
Well, for me, the most difficult part is, it's not the most difficult part anymore, but it was at the very beginning with this album. I had always written my own lyrics, yes?
Okay.
So when I worked with a song, when I wrote the song, I both adapted the lyrics to what I wanted to do with my voice, with the melody, and vice versa. The melody to the lyrics I wanted to use. So it was very easy to find the way I wanted to express myself in a song because I adapted each of them, lyrics and melody, to the other one. So it was like doing a sculpture. And as I was alone doing it, it was very easy. This time, I had the great advantage of having Bruce Mee doing the lyrics. That was great because he's a native speaker. And of course, the lyrics are richer, more original, and I think it's far better to have a lyric done by a native speaker than done by yourself. No matter how good your English is, you are not a native speaker. It's never the same. So I was happy to have a native speaker who had been writing poetry since he was a kid, because he had been showing me very, very, very big notebooks full of lyrics that he had been writing since he was a kid. And believe me, he's not a kid anymore. We are not kids anymore.
I know.
So there were, I'm not a kid either, and he's not a kid. So he had really pillars of notebooks with poetries and songs. So this was great, but the difficult part was adapting the melody to a lyric that I had not done myself. So I really had to start to work in a totally different way and take the advantage of having this great lyricist that Bruce Mee is, and adapting the way I usually work to this new way of working. So, but in the end, I think I got it. And I discovered it was better because the way I used to do it before, you get very comfortable. So you adapt things to what you want to do, so everything is very easy. But for example, in I Am the Hammer, you've got the song Good Morning Vietnam.
Yeah.
Good Morning Vietnam had very, very long sentences, okay? And I said, how am I going to do this? The sentences are very long. And I don't want to do a ballad here. It's not a ballad. It has to be like, wow, come on, come on, come on. So I had to write a melody that was fast enough to have all the lyrics in the melody. So if you listen to the song, you can hear that, you know. 2 months of basic training, then they shipped us up to Nam. It's all like, wow, fast. And now I love this because it's like something you need to do, and you don't know how to do it, but in the end, you try and you find it's great and you can do it. So it was really threatening but great.
Bah voilà les amis, vous l'avez compris. Alors petite question qui était un peu de savoir comment était la difficulté pour écrire cet album. Comme elle le dit Gabrielle, en fait elle a écrit, d'habitude c'est elle qui écrit beaucoup les titres, qui écrit tout. Et puis là ils ont changé un petit peu l'approche avec Bruce, puisque comme elle le dit, bon vous l'avez compris, elle est espagnole, hein, voilà. Donc même si elle parle l'anglais couramment, elle avait besoin d'écritures différentes. Et puis Bruce avait plein de livres dans lesquels il avait écrit. Un jour on l'invitera, Bruce Mee d'ailleurs, où il avait écrit plein de titres, plein de chansons. Et puis derrière c'était l'idée d'essayer de caler toutes ces chansons, des gros livres remplis de titres. Et le plus difficile pour Gabrielle, c'était de se dire ah ouais, comment je vais chanter ça, parce que quand c'est des titres qu'on écrit soi-même, et je pense qu'il y a plein de gens qui nous écoutent qui sont chanteurs, qui écrivent leurs propres titres, c'est facile parce que ça vient de soi, ça vient de ses tripes, ça vient de son cœur. Là on doit chanter quelque chose qui n'est pas écrit par soi-même, donc c'est plus difficile d'exprimer certains sentiments, certaines envies avec les titres. Notamment elle le dit sur un des titres qui est un des titres forts de cet album, hein, puisqu'il s'appelle Good Morning Vietnam. C'est un morceau qui doit envoyer du petit bois. Il y en a d'autres super bien. Il y a moi j'adore Princess of Darkness qu'on écoutera à la fin de l'interview. Il y a aussi The Night Are Killing Me, et il y a plein de titres hyper intéressants écrits avec Bruce, dans lequel elle doit chanter, et elle se trouve maintenant mieux parce que c'est un changement d'approche. C'était plus difficile, mais il a fallu travailler beaucoup plus. Elle se dit, et je la vois parce qu'elle est très souriante là, elle se dit c'est quand même super d'avoir réussi à sortir quelque chose qui soit différent du travail habituel que Gabrielle peut faire, qu'elle faisait dans ses groupes auparavant et dans ce qu'elle avait fait avec Kiss in the Dragon Night. C'est vraiment du pur nouveau, et je pense qu'on sent bien dans cet album que le travail entre l'écriture, les riffs de guitare et le chant de Gabrielle est quand même hyper bien travaillé. Gabrielle, one thing, I'm huge fan of these Spanish bands playing since 80s. I am huge fan of Baron Rojo, Obus, and some of bands like this. And what is for you the difficulty to open some door in Spain? Because I know that Spain have some huge heavy metal bands like Baron Rojo and so many more. And now you are more with the classic music with coming. It's not so difficult to have some view from the Spanish people with maybe more heavy than classic.
Yes, it's very funny. Do you know who I'm playing with next Saturday?
It's Baron Rojo.
Obus.
Obus.
No, Obus.
El Quemas.
Yes.
El Quemas.
El Quemas. And I have also worked with people with the singer from Baron Rojo and others. I mean, it's very strange. When I started in music here in Spain, there were no different departments for music. I mean, especially for rock. So there was no distinction between heavy metal or AOR, or it was like all together, yeah? On the radios and written press, it was all in a group of things, yeah. Rock, that was it. So we were all together there. And there were gigs where you had a melodic rock band together with a heavy metal band, and one was singing in Spanish, the other one in English. And I think it was far better. To be honest, I don't really like the way we are separating things that are really separated by very thin lines.
Yeah.
Because even the heaviest band in Spain is doing things that could, in a certain way, belong to the melodic part and vice versa. So I don't like to have these separate departments. I prefer to mix. So, for example, I'm playing with two Spanish heavy metal bands on Saturday. And what am I doing there? Well, it's very easy. As we were all together at the very beginning, many years ago, now they know me, and we really get on well together. So I have a great approach to heavy metal, Spanish heavy metal bands, I must say. and they accept me as I am. I mean, they don't. Yes, they are very happy to have some melodic rock in their gigs, and there's no problem with that. I don't know if it would work exactly the other way, but yes, they are very nice. I had a very, very, very awesome, wonderful friend who unfortunately passed away a couple of years ago, Jose Antonio Manzano. And he was somewhere in between. He was like melodic and heavy. And many people knew me because we were friends. And he finally went to live to Switzerland, but we were still in contact. And it was a time when we all joined and played rock, and nobody cared if it was softer or harder, or if there was a keyboard or no keyboard, so it was even harder. It was easier. So I tried to keep that feeling, and I tried to keep the way I relate to other bands, and I try not to separate things. Rock is rock. I'm never going to play, I don't know, tango. Yeah, because I don't know how to do it. But within the different, things you can do in rock, I love them all.
Bah voilà, vous l'avez compris. Alors je me demandais un petit peu comment c'était, si c'était difficile la scène espagnole, parce que vous savez que dans les années 80 et toujours maintenant, il y a quand même des très grands groupes espagnols, comme Obus, comme Baron Roro. Comment Gabrielle se positionne là-dedans. Bah voilà, vous l'avez compris. La semaine prochaine, elle joue avec Obus. Donc voilà, il y a une mixité entre le heavy metal, le classic rock, et comme elle le dit, c'est aussi c'est super intéressant d'avoir ce public qui vient peut-être voir du heavy metal, mais qui va en profiter pour voir Gabrielle, et puis peut-être aussi inversement, des gens qui vont découvrir la musique d'Obus, pourquoi pas, hein, on ne sait pas. Mais comme elle le dit, il faut garder cet esprit rock, garder cet esprit musique, et puis comme elle tourne depuis très longtemps et qu'ils se connaissent, je suppose, bien tous en Espagne, c'est quand même plus facile d'avoir des opportunités de tourner, et puis c'est toujours intéressant de pouvoir faire plein de choses. Alors comme elle le dit, c'est difficile, mais en tout cas, il y a une scène espagnole, classic rock, AOR, soft rock, qui grandit. One thing, maybe, Gabrielle, do you know the band called 91 Suit, who is coming from Spain, like you? And it's maybe it's coming back again, because this band, it's a little bit sharing a lot of music a couple of years ago. It's just coming back. So you have in Spain some melodic and soft rock coming more and more. Congratulations!
Yes, thank you very much. It's been a hard work, but we are doing it. 91 Suite, so 91 Suite, they are awesome. I love that band. They are from the area where I'm playing on Saturday, more or less. And they are great musicians. And we really had to wait for a long time until they've come back. Nowadays, there are quite many melodic rock bands in Spain, even some female melodic rock bands, I mean female fronted. And that makes me really happy, because I've been in this area of music for quite a long time, and it's been a hard work. And as a veteran, I'm really happy to see that we have all opened. I mean, all the people who were with me doing the same kind of music, we've opened a way for others to go on with it later, even though we are not leaving yet. But yeah, so that's great. That's a great feeling, because music is so important that no kind of music should ever disappear with the people who invented it. Yeah, in this case, melodic rock is mostly from the late 70s, the 80s, and maybe the beginning of the 90s. So as people who worked in those years stopped playing music, others should come and take that place, because music is the most important thing in the world. So no kind of music should ever disappear.
Voilà, vous l'avez compris, on parlait du groupe 91 Suite, 91 Suite, qui est aussi un groupe espagnol. Merci Jean-Marc pour me rappeler ça. Et puis comme elle le dit, Gabrielle, effectivement, c'est un groupe qui est super bien, qui fait partie de la musique qu'on adore tous. Elle est très contente aussi, comme elle le dit, puisqu'elle tourne depuis très très longtemps. Elle a une grande carrière en Espagne, de voir tous ces groupes qui continuent à arriver, ces nouveaux groupes, et puis tous ces groupes qui ont aussi une femme en frontman, parce que ça a quand même été très très dur, et surtout on sait aussi qu'en Espagne c'est quand même pas facile. Et là, toutes ces personnes qui sont là, tous ces groupes qui ont été là, continuent à donner de la passion autour du mélodique, du soft rock, c'est toujours un grand plaisir. Gabrielle, before we ending, because we have to pass some music right now, we have to speak about Princess of Darkness, and and I would like to know before we ending, if you working on something new, if you have some material. I'm pretty sure you have a lot of material, and you're thinking with Tommy and Bruce to coming back with maybe in a short time, not 2 years, in a short time with some new songs. And maybe sharing more new music and so on. What is the plan now for you, except the concert and so on?
This is the first time I'm telling this, but we are already working in the next album. So we are doing songs already, Bruce, Tommy and I, together for another album. And we had almost finished with Cry Wolf, which is a production of Khalil Turk.
Yeah.
So we are going to see Cry Wolf soon as well, because it only needs a couple of songs more to record, and it needs the production, and then it's ready. So we will probably have 2 new albums by 2 different producers, Tommy and Khalil Turk, in a very short period of time. And I'll probably also release an EP. So it seems like I'm doing things very quickly because I had been too lazy before. So now I have to do it all like, wow, quickly. Okay. Yeah, concerning Princess of Darkness, it's a wonderful song. The lyrics are from Bruce. It's dedicated to an ex-girlfriend. He wrote that song, I think, the lyrics, when he was about 18, I think he told me about 18. And he had it there, waiting to be used. And this was the perfect occasion for him. So he gave me those lyrics. And, the song has been written by Roland Forsman from Remedy, a great Swedish band.
I know.
They are wonderful. We met in Manchester at the Tower of Fire Festival, and we were talking together and so on. And when I came back to Spain, we decided, Bruce, Roland, and me decided to do a song together in which I did not have to do anything, only sing. So Roland wrote the melody and the music. Tommy recorded other added guitars and some other stuff. And Bruce had written the lyrics. I only had to sing and adapt the melody to the kind of things I do when I sing. But yeah, I only had to sing. That was comfortable. There are 2 songs in the album that I only had to sing. Princess of Darkness and Show Me Heaven, which has been totally written by Tommy Denander. Melody, music, and lyrics as well. So I love it.
Voilà, vous l'avez compris. Alors, on a quand même parlé du Cry Wolf, là, qui revient aussi, parce que c'est quel album aussi, cet album, un incroyable album. On en a pas trop parlé avec Gabrielle, mais quel album ce Cry Wolf aussi. J'espère que vous l'avez écouté. Voilà, et puis comme le dit Gabrielle, ils ont déjà commencé à travailler sur un nouvel album. Il y a plein de choses qui vont arriver. On va suivre l'actualité. Donc, on va écouter dans un instant Princess of Darkness, qui est écrit par Bruce Mee, qui parle de sa petite amie qui l'a plaqué certainement quand il était gamin. Voilà, je pense que c'est ça l'histoire. On va écouter les lyrics, et puis voilà, elle a aussi travaillé beaucoup avec le chanteur de Remedy. Voilà, c'est un incroyable groupe qu'on a vu nous sur scène au Malmö Melodic Festival, puisqu'on y retourne cette année dans 15 jours, donc on se fera un plaisir de vous faire plein de choses autour du Malmö Melodic. Et puis franchement, écoutez cet album de Gabrielle Deval, I Am the Hammer. C'est disponible depuis le 25 juin. C'est sorti via Pride and Joe Music. Voilà, c'est du très très bon. Écoutez Cry Wolf aussi. Réécoutez le premier album de Gabrielle aussi, parce qu'il y a toujours des choses à écouter sur le Kiss in Dragon Night. Il est toujours dispo. Vous pouvez toujours l'écouter. On va remercier une nouvelle fois Gabrielle d'avoir passé un temps avec nous ce dimanche pour nous parler de ce très bon disque qui fait 14 titres. On va écouter un de mes morceaux préférés qui s'appelle Princess of Darkness. Gabrielle, muchas gracias.
De nada, muchísimas gracias a ti. Merci beaucoup. Je suis très jolie.
Gabrielle, merci beaucoup. Une excellente soirée. On te remercie une nouvelle fois d'être là avec nous. On écoute tout de suite Princess of Darkness dans Last Ride avec le Doc. Les amis, c'était Gabrielle Deval. L'album s'appelle I Am the Hammer. Foncez l'acheter, c'est un super album. On écoute tout de suite Princess of Darkness.